How are you?
I'm good. Isn't it glorious how the sun is now alive? And it's,
Oh,
I mean, the
it
sun
is
was up before
illuminating.
7 today, which is
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I can
Yeah.
see the sun's rays in your flat. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Really, really
finally. It
nice.
does it does make a difference, I think.
Yeah.
I try to think that I don't suffer from SAD, but I definitely suffer from
That's right.
SAD.
I'm not suffering from SAD. That's
But
right.
it's so nice when the
It
sun
is
is up
nice.
before 7. It's glorious,
Yes,
basically.
it is glorious. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very, very true. Absolutely. Anyway, I thought we're going to continue a little more about the spiritual knowledge which we carry around us in our pocket.
Mm.
As we said, this pocket is contained within the life force of the body. So that when our life force ceases, this pocket of knowledge is transferred. It's not a real pocket, of course, but when we change our image, as I just mentioned, and our body is defunct, we simply transfer this knowledge from one pocket to another pocket. But do we actually know how to access this pocket? Do we know where this pocket is? And do we know when it is the right time to access this pocket? I think I'm going to sit up a little bit. I'm slouching. There we go. It's not always the right time. The right time is individual. The need of expanding and opening ourselves through personal development, and meditation and regression is the basis of discovering this spiritual knowledge or this spiritual pocket. Some individuals may have a very loose pocket and they could find it very, very easily. They can delve into it, while others have a button. And this button would be sealed until someone is able to undo the button for them. Now we come to it, why should it be sealed? And that again comes from past lives, past regressions, attitude of mind. But what we're talking about is the personalized or individual path of karma for each individual, which is also part of our mindset. In other words, our way of thinking. That's why it varies. In other words, there's no right way and there's no wrong way. This pocket not only contains our spiritual knowledge of why life, not why does it have to go, why does Ukraine have to also be a war, why? But also our experiences, our relationships, our bonds, our memories. But there's also the direct karma, which runs alongside our physical karma. Anyone who listened, remember the two paths of karma a couple of weeks ago, and that second path of karma, the direct karma from behind the barrier. And this is what we're now taking into account. So the guide would be able to link with that direct karma from behind the barrier to open that pocket a little more. The guide is actually the bridge between which is unknown and that which is known. The known we're able to delve into, which is our physical karma. You can go to a psychic or somebody like that. The unknown karma is another situation. Our guidance is therefore able to open that unknown pocket just a little more so that we can draw from that pocket, any further knowledge that might benefit our spiritual, benefit our life and our spiritual progression now. That's why it has relevance to you, to us. It also brings forward the coping mechanisms for our life. When things go totally wrong, we lose someone, illness, a deprivation, pain, suffering, you name it. On that same note, if we talk about the karmic link that links us all together, relationships, for example, but all kinds of relationships. But let's go to specific relationships at the moment. Everyone, it matters not, everyone has a force of guidance with them that brings them close to the person or persons they are meant to be with or know during their life. In other words, if two people are going to come together, their destiny is born in the womb. And what it really means is that from that time, not only the guides, but also the destiny move in that direction, whether or not they are in the same country or not. It doesn't matter whatsoever. Now, if you ask someone what love really is, it would be extremely difficult to explain, because it is something which is not always quite understood. And what is not quite understood is the karmic link. Now, you might say, well, okay, yes, they come together, they marry, but then they move away from each other, divorce. That also is written within the pattern to happen. Everything that comes close to us can only ever walk beside us, could never become a part of us in order to bring forward whatever is necessary from that first meeting. Therefore, both individuals that come together, both karmas, both spirits, need to learn what is necessary, because it is almost like a role playing. It's like a stage. You've heard this expression before, life is but a stage. And it's a very, very good example. Sometimes you'll be the good one, sometimes you'll be the bad one, sometimes you'll be loved, sometimes you'll be rejected. It is a role playing with exactly the same group, large group of spirits that come together. So that role playing is constant. And then maybe this couple break up, and if it's right, then maybe somebody else will appear, and that karmic pattern is also fixed. So everything we talk of has a pattern and a meaning, and is linked with that destiny. So there you are. Your love life is in a mess. You go and see someone for a reading, and what you really want to hear is the outcome. What that individual needs to see is the destiny, the karma of what is planned. And that karma, of course, would then be very individual to that other individual, as it is to yourself. So maybe, how is it possible to actually even ascertain, unless it is a complete yes or no, they will come back, is almost impossible, because it is a destiny that is written by that direct karma. Therefore, when someone says that they have been together in the spirit world before with them, shared a life or more on earth with them or wherever, and now have come together, yes, of course it is. Sometimes it is seen, not necessarily by the individuals, but perhaps by a sensitive who could see that this has occurred. Now, if we were to look deeper into our relationships, all of the relationships, regardless of whether they were physical or not, what it means is that quite possibly the spirits have been linked before in a previous time, but perhaps by the same token, that karma was not quite completed, or perhaps it was. But because of this previous link, they may still be connected under the guidance of this life, just for time. So we're talking also about a guidance, direct or indirect guidance. Knowing all of this, so what? Nice. Turn it off, next cup of coffee. Knowing this does make a difference, because those that do feel it very strongly, they know it. They know it without being told, because they have lived in each other's auras before. These events could not happen, of course, unless there was a form of reincarnation, as there has to have been a spirit before, to be reborn within a body, and that body is programmed to meet whoever is due to meet in that particular life. Opening ourselves, anybody discovering what is within us, has nothing to do with a belief. It's just practice. Either you do or you don't. You're interested or you're not interested. The individuality of each of our karmas does not make it a necessity to have any belief, but maybe the motivation of interest, the motivation of curiosity. But whatever It should give all of us a feeling of continuity and a purpose to our life. And that is an important thing. And that is the basis also of what I said. It also brings forward a coping mechanism, how we cope in our life. It is so important. How are we able to cope? And by knowing all of this, knowing the role playing, knowing that we do meet up again. No, it's not the same as hugging a physical person. Of course it's not. But there is a continuity. We do not lose each other. Life itself is to be lived, and it's only that which we can possibly be interested in. So what we always say within our podcast, what we're doing is gearing us towards our life, to make our life complete, to make our life as positive as possible, to be able to live through our life as well as we can. And when we said, of course, what did I say? I say it, Tor? Why is the pocket sealed? Why is the pocket sealed? We can put a little word in there, say free will, free will. But we haven't discussed free will. What is free will? Does it exist? Or is it a psychological carrot that we need as human beings, when actually there isn't anything? You do as I say. So I'm not cheerful.
I mean, I wonder if it is exactly that. I wonder if free will is just an illusion for
humankind.
Yeah. I like that. Psychological carrot is a good word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We think we have it, but actually we most certainly don't.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
It's fair enough.
It just is what it is.
But it is what it is. But it's also something that people can meditate on, contemplate on.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of filling in time. It's a matter of literally coming to terms with our life as human beings and what is expected of us. It's awesome. And I'll tell you one thing: the difficulties that, let's say, people who have everything. We're talking about health, warmth, food, entertainment, people, all the things that we tick, that we need to sort of think we need to live. They have super problems. If you have, say you have all of that, and money's never ever will be a problem, what purpose have you got left? So that psychological thought, what am I doing? Because the money will all of a sudden, breed itself. Because you've got 100 million, you're going to get, another million in every second of the day, or whatever it is. So what are you doing with your life? Such as, example, who is it? Is it Branson and some other rich guys? They're going to the moon. 10-minute ride. Why don't they go to the African continent, to the other continents where so much deprivation? And why not bring all of us up to speed of that we can at least live? I know karmically it's not meant to be, but try to do some good. Just a little bit, instead of adopting all of these lovely children, bringing them into a foreign cold country. Why not set up enough agencies, enough work, so that they can live in their own country and become leaders in their own country? You bring the families together. I don't know. What do you think, Thor? Why? Oh, look, I'm such a great guy. I'm nurturing 5 other. I'm adopting 5 other strange kids who have a perfectly good background.
I don't know, Ines. I mean, again, this comes back to who knows what people's free will and path of karma is, right? We don't know how people are guided and what their karmic destiny at birth is. They're coming. I mean, because it's already happened. Elon Musk's and Branson's and Jeff Bezos' karma is obviously to fly into space.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's not what I would do. But isn't spiritual knowledge to accept that that's what they've been given?
It's not an acceptance. We're not necessarily meant to be doormats. Oh, everything is going to be.
But I don't think that's what I said either.
Kill somebody.
But I don't think that's what I said, Ines.
No, but it's not. It's not the total acceptance, because we're also given a mind to think.
Yeah.
But where it begins and ends, that is the big thing.
And also, what does that mean? A mind to think.
To
Because
think
what we
alternatively.
obviously have our own idea of thinking, but to them that's something different.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I suppose that comes back to that acceptance, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because I think if, let's say, if we do think of karma, then Africa would be flourishing if it was supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with it,
No, I know.
but
Exactly. Yeah.
because I mean, I recently read a book about Africa and AIDS, and I mean, they've been screwed up so badly over and over and over and over and over again from all kinds, from their own, from us, from everybody. I mean, it's crazy. That book is so interesting. It's just crazy.
But isn't it also some of their own philosophies that is holding them back, such
But
as
that's what I
how to
said. I mean,
cure
it's not
AIDS?
just, that's what I
It's
said. It's a combination.
superstition.
But that's what I said. It comes from all different angles, from their
Yeah.
own, from ours. It's just
Yeah.
madness.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
difficult to put one finger at it, but yeah, so
It is.
it's
Yeah.
madness.
True. Very true.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
That is it. But it's all good.
It's all good. It's all
Yes.
good.
It's all
Exactly.
good. Yes. Yeah.
That's so funny. It's all good.
It is all good.
Hmm.
In the end, we need to concentrate only on ourselves. We have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, and what we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, as always.
Yeah.
And we will be back here again next week.
Brilliant. Take care of yourself.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.